We're in Kentucky now. So the landscape has changed to rolling hills and they're getting taller. Okay, we've arrived at Barron Creek State Park in Kentucky. We now just need to verify what site number we are. What do you say? No, you want to go to Vietnam for a year?
What?
If you can't go to Oxford, you want to go to Vietnam for a year? Oh, I was just asking.
Vietnam is the Florida
Of Asia.
If we're gonna go overseas, let's go over somewhere with snow.
That won't happen. Yeah, everybody wants to go to those places. They're all hired up a year ago. No way. What do you guys think of the water? Is it deep?
Oh yeah, deep in some spots. It's shallow where we are at the moment, but it's deep at there. It's like a pool.
You can find deepness though? Yeah? Alright, I'm heading back up. Not yet. What you got going there, Toby?
So no, and I was skipping rocks, and I was swimming around in the water, putting my head up and down, and a rock comes flying at me from nowhere. That's like my...
Skipped it off your head, huh?
Yeah. Sure, kind of just...
Don't get her nuts. What you doing, Kylie? Are those the ones from Lake Michigan? What about that? Are you sure? Normally I hate when I throw stuff. So Penny hates road tripping enough that this is where we're at with her. We have to spoon feed her to get her interested in eating. We just enjoyed a lovely spaghetti and fettuccine alfredo meal. Now we're hanging out at the campfire. Noah's augmenting his craftsmanship on his baseball mitt. Toby's making a charcoal pencil, I think.
Yeah, I wanted to stick it in.
Mommy and Kylie are talking K-pop? No. What are you talking? Toiletries. And Isaac's playing with his hair. As we sit here in front of our campfire, I'm splitting the firewood because it all is too big and it's poplar, so it splits in a lovely manner.
And poplar is porous, so it burns very well.
Still a hardwood, yes,
But it burns.
but very not dense. It's a weird thing that there's no adjective to say dense, but in the opposite. Is there an adjective that's opposite of dense? Yeah, but it's not an adjective that's opposite of dense. It is the adjective dense with a modifier.
Dense. There you go. Dense.
I think we got to work on an adjective that talks about being less dense, but is not dense.
Dense and apostrophe T. Dense.
The opposite of dense is less dense.
I know, but that's foolish. There needs to be
The dictionary.
Welcome to English.
another adjective.
And the plural of deer is deer.
And flammable and inflammable mean the same thing. You park on a driveway, you drive on a parkway. Yeah. I also hate that the word gauge is spelled G-A-U-G-E because it looks like it should be gouge.
The name is G-A-G-E.
And guarantee, which is spelled G-U-A-R, is somehow pronounced gar, but gauge is somehow not pronounced gouge because that would be G-O-U, but that would be googe, or
Lost me at gauge.
like gauge should be spelled G-U-A-G-E. I don't think so. I don't think it's even going to make the final cut. This will be on the cutting room floor.
Sometimes you just have to smile.
Smile and wave. boys.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
We should get Isaac some pop.
I don't want pop. I'm a Dapper Dan, man.
This is what we call useless footage.
Yeah, drum and
Footage that will probably be entirely useless to the overall.
If there's one part that we have to keep in,
This makes it into the final cut. I'm gonna laugh.
I will.
Time to enjoy some flaming hot schmoes.
That's s'mores, Buzz.
Kylie and I don't like schmoes, so we usually just eat chocolate. Mommy's throwing things near the fire, but not in it. Boys, oh, there goes an owl again. That's a big owl. It's beautiful.
A toast to marshmallows.
This morning is, what is it, Sunday? This morning is Sunday, Sunday the 14th of June. It's pouring down rain here at
Somewhere,
Kentucky.
Barren River.
Barren River Lake Park.
Lake Park.
Barren River Lake Park. And we're all enjoying a lovely breakfast treat brought to you by Lindsay. This is our camping breakfasts are always so good. It makes me want to camp every day for the rest of our lives. So we are on the road again. It's pouring down rain, but we have arrived at, wait for it, yep, Mammoth Cave National Park. It's well, I would say it's a miserable day, but absolutely everybody's been awesome about it. Am I right? I mean, let's be honest. We've just arrived at the park. We have no idea what to expect because COVID has something closed and other things not. So off we go. A bit of a morale blow today. We arrived at the Mammoth Cave and found that it's open for a self-guided tour. It's still $18 a person, even though it's a self-guided tour, because you're able to get into the park for free, so they charge entry to the cave. So I guess that makes sense. But because of COVID, they're limiting the number of people per day. They're treating it like a museum rather than a park. And the tours are all full today. So it's a group that gets to go in all at once to a self-guided tour, but we can't get in until tomorrow at 9:30. The reason that's a bit of a morale blow is tomorrow at 9:30 we were going to be on the road to Tennessee because we have camping reservations in Tennessee, which is fine. We'll figure it out from here, but it's just a bummer, and it was an expensive bummer. So we'll work with it from here.
But on the bright side, I got these rocks at the squash pack. And they're really pretty rocks. And then I got the squash penny for some. With my change. And Daddy's change. Yeah. This
Pretty
one's
cool.
natural, and we think this one might be painted, but we don't know.
Looking like maybe
cool.
it's dyed.
It's really cool. I like it.
Those purple ones are so cool though.
Yeah. Oh, and the GoPro will capture like a really nice image.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Like, and shimmers and spiky.
Again, this is our lemonade road trip. So lemonade today is found in gift shop Kitsch. We did not find a great magnet, so we're settling for the magnet that's the least bad. And I will look online for a magnet that matches our set. Oh. Spirits are high. We hit a gift shop. First time we've hit a gift shop on the whole trip. Finally, gift shop. It's nice to spend some money on some useless stuff we don't need that looks pretty. So we ended up spending $103 to get in the cave tomorrow. We're just gonna like scrub the first bit of our trip to Tennessee and just make this happen, and we'll figure Tennessee out as we go. And we are now heading back to the campsite where it's gonna be wet and hot because the sun has come out and it rained all morning. So it's just gonna be gross.
Is the air on the camper?
No. So away we go. You propose what?
Lake time.
Play in the lake? That's fine. It'd probably be fuller if it rained all that time. A sunny day has returned, and we are here to redeem the day. We're heading, as soon as we have some lunch, off to the lake and river access, which is to be found down the hill. Kids are getting ready to go swimming again. Boop. We've just done a fresh laundry refit. Suitcases are out and open, and heading back to their little cubby hole in the camper. Toby's spending his evening reading a book. Kylie's spending her evening playing with the hose. Hey, do.
Isaac's wondering if we're eating food ever again. I just finished doing laundry in a very hot laundry room. The upside was that I overloaded the washer and the dryer for $1, $1, dried the whole thing perfectly. I was very excited.
And it was still hot when we got it out just now.
Well, that was the second load.
Everything was piping hot. Oh, okay.
The second load was considerably smaller, although my lovely daughter is keeping rocks in her pocket. And they got washed.
Rocks in your pockets again.
And then there was thumping in the dryer. And I couldn't figure out what was going on until I went to fold the laundry. And rocks come tumbling out of Kylie's pockets.
What you reading?
It's called Mark of the Plague by Kevin Sand. It's a sequel to Blackthorn Key. It's this.
What's the general gist?
It's the 1600s and the plague is happening again. It's
Cool.
like the third battle of the plague, and you just found out that there's treasure.
In the lake today, Noah brought back a pile of clay the size of, let's say, a basketball. It's like a birthday cake. It's like a 1-layer birthday cake. And he's over there messing with it, making sculptures. A sculptor. He is a sculptor. And Lindsay's going to film me making a fire, but as you can see, the fire is already made. Ready? Yeah.
Why don't you show the audience what you do to make kindling?
In order to make fire, you have to lean 3 sticks to a common center. Isaac's making chocolate chip cookies.
I'm making skipping rocks.
Skipping rocks. He's making skipping rocks out of river clay.
And I think it's going to be perfect.
I'm making mac and cheese, but right now I'm setting a timer.
Setting a timer so the mac and cheese doesn't, you know.
And then if the camera will follow me.
I'll be back, Keithley.
In the fire, it's a turtle in
Oh,
the rock.
yeah.
No,
It's like an ancient art form.
So Noah and I, we found clay in the river, and we took it out. We had this massive pile of clay, but it had rocks in it. So we sat and we kneaded it, and got all the pebbles out. So that's just.
That's the massive pile of clay. That's cool. It's an interesting color because it's like, well,
I feel like it's out west.
yeah, cool. I don't know how this will look at a nighttime video, but we've been tearing apart a watermelon. Our family loves watermelon. None of us has had 7-Up since we lived in the Cayman Islands 8 years ago, and so we're all spazzing out because it reminds us of the skate park where we used to get pictures of it when we were in the Cayman Islands.
I don't like soda. I thought it was water.
Yeah, it was very
It
thick.
wasn't water.
Oh,
Stand on the concrete with no skates or whatever, and I'd be like, no.
You were so little, but Isaac was the only one who would go up and down that wave rider, the huge wave
I
thing.
would go down it now. Oh, I thought I was scared.
I went up and down it a couple times.
I went down the small section, or up the small
When
section.
there was a surfing thing, and when they,
so
before
fun.
they opened it, they would just run the water and let you shoot up and around.
They'd let you guys just sit in and it goes whoosh. And Isaac, you guys pressured Isaac into doing it, and he was like, okay, because you were scared to do it.
I gave you $1 to do the big one once.
Yes, once, and you cried.
I was 7.
A little park, and you could swing on the palm leaf.
That's the first time I got winded, that palm leaf.
Oh,
Bang,
it broke?
Flat on my back.
Gotcha. I miss living overseas. Toby and I are on a scouting mission getting firewood from fire rings that people have left behind. We've got 4 small charred pieces. So not awesome, but better than nothing because we're running low. It's Monday morning, the 15th of June. These gentlemen spent the evening creating skipping discs using river clay. Oh my gosh, they look like rocks. Pretty neat. Oh, you can see the holes where the stick was used to place them in the actual flames. All right, so don't hit that boat. You need to skip way out that way.
Test skips.
Test skips. Test skips, yeah.
This one is a stone that's relatively round. with a nice smooth bottom.
Oh my gosh. Oh my giddy aunt. I was like 12 or 15.
So there you have it, folks. Homemade skipping stones. As you can see, it is sunny and beautiful. And we are going to our 9:30 appointment for a self-guided tour. It costs $103.
You're obsessed with the class.
And well, it's just so funny. It's just so funny.
You have the tickets, right?
I hope they're right there. And we're on the way. So here we are. Our COVID-19
Lemonade drip.
precautions in place. Lemonade, that's right. We're making lemonade with our everything's gone poorly this road trip because of COVID. And hasn't all gone poorly. Everything's just a little off though.
There's no fast food.
Yeah. No fast food, no popping in a...
Yeah, getting me down.
Look at these boys. They're all so tall. But there's been no fast food. There's been no garage junk food. No. Gas station junk food, which we always do.
No
Craziness.
toilet access. Gotta,
Yeah, no easy toilet access. Craziness.
close.
Everything's closed.
I'm gonna go
Caves require craziness.
Some gas prices are lower though.
All right.
Can we go to the restroom?
We're going straight through. Toby's off to the restroom. The rest of us, here we are. All right, the boys are off that way. We're gonna be off this way. Mama's going that way. What do you want to do? Oh, aha. Hoo-yoo! All right. Oh, Callie's also gone. Noah and I will be outside. Outside, I say. Noah, the bank robber. Very sophisticated. PPE. Here we are walking down into the historic entrance. It's a beautiful concrete footbridge that goes across the top. You gotta love how the resources that are put into national parks, man. They know what they're doing.
Take a picture of this, and I remember we're taking several thousand for
Technically, there is no sign that says stay on the path.
We gotta go.
So Toby's testing the bounds of the system. So she says, let's go, but hold on. Let's go, but hold on. Toby has found a natural slide. Didn't quite work. So here we are at the Mammoth Cave entrance. Holy smokes, look at that.
Weather will drop 5 degrees as we go down the staircase.
When they said it's dark, they mean like dark. I would suggest you do not. I would suggest you don't. Yeah, of course, Toby. Did you bring a flashlight? Do you have a flashlight, Lynn?
On my phone.
In some caves before, but this is already magnificent. Holy cow. Just in terms of the scale, it's huge. How big is Mammoth Cave? I said, it's 400 miles. She said, no, I mean like how big is it inside? I said, it's as big as a high school. Here we are. This is the part where it's as big as a high school. It's crazy. We'll, look up all kinds of interesting facts later and talk about them. But right now, here we are.
Already going. No one doesn't go long. They're up there.
This place is gigantic. Holy smokes.
That's why they call it Mammoth.
I would say that it's beyond gigantic. It's like mammoth. The ceilings are so smooth. Have to look them up. Yeah, it looks like a track. Yes, look at that. I think it is. Cool.
I read the sign. I'm very smart.
Lindsay read the sign. She's very smart. This is amazing. Well worth the $103. Coolest thing about this tour is that it's self-guided. I've been joking about that, but it allows you to go at your own pace. Lots of roof cave-in. Makes you wonder how often that happens. I've reunited with the three bigs, and we're heading back. I found them right at the terminus of the longer path.
And we're heading back now. Now it's time for Profound Questions with Daddy and Kylie. We're wondering if one tour guide says the ceiling's black from smoke, the other one says the ceiling's black because it's gypsum. You're right. We're also wondering how much of the stone was cut away by people and at what point. There's definitely tool marks. We want to read all about it. So we're going to check it out. It's impossible to overstate the magnitude of this place. These passageways are absolutely gigantic. If you look at the scale of the people in the foreground of these pictures, it shows you just how huge this place is. Absolutely worth coming to. This is now one of our most highly recommended national parks. We were saying just now that this is nothing like any of the caves we've ever been in, where you're normally like going down steep passages and squeezing between walls. That relatively short section here is still big enough that Noah doesn't even hit his head. And that's that. Here's the exit. What an amazing experience. We're all sad to go, but of course we want to get on to the next thing.
I believe there's back one on the don't touch the bat sign.
I believe you're right. Back guano on the don't touch the bats sign. That is funny. And here's this amazing exit and entryway. Huge.
Back to the one.
It is not cold out here.
Not at all.
Everybody's glasses are fogging up. I'm walking through the soapy water bath. Get the fungus off my shoes. It's just tall enough to get my feet wet though. Family was talking about this being their 4th national park. Do we have any idea what our count is?
No.
Did we do 13 plus Mount Rushmore? Or did we 12? The walk out is steep. Wonder if Lindsay's even made it out yet. Look who I see. Hi. Hi, Penny. Hi. Okay. You can see everybody sliding down sideways on the bench. Cracking me up. I'm saying to Lindsay, I love national parks. They're so cool. They're like a Curious George picnic, which is always better on Curious George than it is in real life. Except national parks are as cool as they are on something like Curious George. They're just so cool. It's like this fictional experience, exploring a cave, Curious George style. Here we see one of the coolest buildings in the national park system. I love their roofing and their beams on the inside. It's so pretty. They know what they're doing here. Alrighty, we just got out of Mammoth Cave, and I would say our overall evaluation of the situation has changed dramatically. What's the overall opinion?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
It was really cool.
It's a frozen chocolate from Dunkin'.
Yeah, that was just an awesome experience.
So the cave was really cool. I only did the short walk, which was about, I think, a half-mile total.
Yeah.
And I did it. I felt good about it. And then Toby and I walked up and got Puppy out of the car. It was spectacular. But it was very cool. Very, very cool. And cool, because it was 52 degrees down.
It was cold,
It
yeah.
was awesome though. I love cold weather. I want to live down there. I do want to get a job here. I know it's like
It'd be awesome. I would like to get a
I wanna
national
get a
park
job.
job. And the national parks are so cool. They're just so cool. So 100% successful. That was a redemption of what we thought was going to be an otherwise lemonade-y kind of situation. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our other videos on YouTube. Wait, where are my shoes? Oh, ziggly. Can you open that again, or can you set these up? Toby!
Yeah.
Where are my shoes?
Oh no. Oh, nobody told me. Oh no. Oh no.
Remember in Georgia?
Let's sit in the car with the heat on. Let's go for a drive.
Your chair might be up there.
Here, Dad.
Okay, I'm gonna sit. No, leave it where it is. Let's sit in that chair.
Toby's chair's getting
We
so
knock down the table. Let's move it.
Toby, your chair's wet.
I'm gonna drop this down 3 feet and be right above our heads.
Will it leak?
It's not a huge amount of leaking. It's raining out in the sky. If I do, though, we can't do it. We can't do it.
Where is Isaac?
Oh, wait. Whoa.
What? Toby, do it over your head.
No. Save it. Open it up and put it under the table because it's getting wet.
Oh, come on, I need to pee. Wait, can I use the chair? Can I go up?
No, you gotta sit in a wet chair. Can you boys hold up that leg and sit? Oh, Ruby, I'm asking two people to do it, okay? You push it down. And this. You know,
Alright, my time is come.
I'm like, come on.
Come on.
Daddy, can you unclip the
No.
pen?
3, 2, 1, run. It's tighter in the pen.
Where do you want to go with it?
This is what I like. Undercover but in a race.
Just hope all the main windows are shut.
Except for the largest one, yeah.
Now I'm good, it's fine. Still looking.